There we go. Hello,
Hello.
hello, Abbie. How are you? You good?
I'm good, thank you. Yes,
Awesome.
you all right?
Yes, good. So, Abbie, we said we would do like a little interview thing about what it is that you've been up to, because you've been posting some really great things about your 30 days healthy living. And there's probably a few people kind of not really understanding what it is, why you're doing it, and sort of seeing the results and stuff like that. So, what we thought would be good was for you to kind of share your background, your experience, and kind of how this has all come about. So, firstly, can you just explain like what kind of, what you do at the moment, what life looks like for you at the moment, and kind of how you heard about the 30 Days Healthy Living and Arbon as a whole?
Okay, so I'm currently a teacher at a secondary school, and I've got two young children, age 5 and 2, and so very busy life, and didn't have time for me really. Didn't really have time to sort of look after me after having the two children and trying to get back into work as well after maternity leave. So then I'd already previously done like a 5-2 diet and things like that, which sort of worked but always left me feeling hungry. And I'd got to the point in my life where I really needed to do something about my fitness. I needed to do something about my health, and just generally about my routine for me and to get me back, because I felt like I'd sort of lost my mojo a bit. And so I'd been following Laura for about 2 years, I think it was, since Isabel started dancing, and just sort of following what you were doing, what you were up to with Arbonne, and trying sort of following what Arbonne was, because I didn't really know what Arbonne was. And obviously now I know it's a business, an amazing networking business that promotes healthy living, healthy lifestyle, healthy skin, sort of healthy thinking, and helps you to get back to you. In my opinion, helped me get back to me. So I just got to the point where I thought I've got to do something, and just said, right, it's going to be it. This is it. I've followed Laura. I've seen all the testimonials. I believe it works. I felt like it was really expensive for what it was, because I'd never really paid anything towards a diet. I hadn't done any of the other sort of groups or meetings or anything, so I hadn't really paid any money before to lose weight. So I only sort of saved money really by starving myself. And then I thought, no, I've got something spare this month, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go for it because I believe in it, because I saw the testimonials of a lot of people on Laura's Shredders Facebook page, and sort of I just couldn't believe the results. I couldn't believe, but I saw so many that I thought, well, it has to be true, because Laura wouldn't post lies, and I thought, well, it's got to be true, so I'm just going to do it. So I did in September last year, 2019. I bought my first 30 days to healthy living package, and that consisted of protein shakes and sort of all sorts of things to boost your gut health and promote your metabolism, and everything that goes in is clean, and it's clean eating, and it's all plant-based. And I thought, well, it can't be bad for me, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for it. And I documented that on my Facebook, on a page on my Facebook, in September, and I lost a stone and 4 pounds over 60 days. So I did the 30 days of the Arbonne healthy living, and then I did another 30 days of the 80-20, and I didn't realise, but I was still losing weight over that time, and I really think it actually changed my metabolism as well, because even after sort of introducing all the foods back, and on the way up to Christmas, I'm still losing the odd pound in here and there. And then so then I, over Christmas, thought, right, we're going to have Christmas. I'm obviously going to put on a few pounds. And so I got myself ready to do another 30 days in January. And so started the January 30 days, this time for a detox. So instead of 2 shakes a day, I did 1 shake a day to sort of detox and get myself back to being healthy again. And so I've done that, and then I'm just at the end of the process of going through the sort of 80-20 healthy final 30 days. So, and yeah, to date I've lost 2 stone in total since then.
Wow.
So
I think it's important
that's
to
where
say,
I am.
I've known you, obviously, I've known you for a number of years, actually, haven't I? Because we used to dance together for years.
Yes.
But you're not generally like a big person. You're not the type of person that people would go, oh, you know, she looks a bit unhealthy, maybe, you know, could do losing a bit of weight, you know. Hopefully people aren't like that anyway. However, and you know, you're saying you were losing weight, but how, you know, if you were to weigh up kind of like the importance of this plan, would you say it's more on like, you know, the feeling of, or the weight loss? What was important to you?
The important bit to me initially was to get rid of some bloating that I'd had, to get some energy back, to stop feeling sluggish. And then, you know, if I could lose a bit of weight, then I was going to attempt to, or hoped that would be a bonus. And it certainly was. And the energy that you get is unbelievable. And it sort of gives me extra energy, even when I'm, you know, have had a sleepless night with the girls and I'm shattered from work. I can still get up the next day and function fully without that brain fog, and still, you know, still feel like I've got some energy. It's not, and it's just tiredness. It's rather than feeling sluggish and really, like foggy and stuff. So yeah, it was getting back on track, because being a dancer, a sort of ex-dancer, dance teacher, drama teacher, I'm interested in being healthy, and I'm interested in listening to my body and what my body needs. And I knew that there was stuff in my body that I shouldn't be there. So it just needed to come out, and I just feel, that sort of that has really happened. And I'm not, you know, although it's weight that I'm not carrying around, I don't feel I'm carrying around sort of, it's almost like the toxins as well, isn't it? It's like, it's flushed the toxins out, and you sort of, I suppose you feel that in a way, because you feel that energy back, and you, and also sort of health wise, I know my husband's been a bit ill sort of before Christmas and things, and family and friends have been ill, but if I get anything, it just tends to be for a sort of a few days, you know, and then I'm sort of over it, which is really, you know, nothing lingers anymore, which is nice, you know, in terms of my general health. And it's
That's
good.
amazing. So you've
I'm feeling
some really key things there, because like energy, I think a lot of people, they see these diets, detoxes, weight loss plans, they focus on weight. And you know what I've always felt personally myself, because you know I'm very active obviously as well, you know, and I've done this plan, it's not been for weight loss, and I generally don't look at the scales and weigh myself. Even now, you know, I'm 6 months pregnant, I don't get on the scales and like weigh myself, because it's not necessarily about the numbers, you know, it is about how you feel. And weight loss, like you say, you know, it's kind of almost like a side effect to just health. And it's important, like you said, about the energy, because I know that's something I connected with, was the energy. And at the time, having a young baby that wakes you up in the night, the difference of tiredness to, like you say, the sluggishness, that's a really interesting thing you've said there. Like, you know, it's a different thing. When you're healthy, you feel very different. So obviously, you know, you mentioned that you'd seen some testimonials and things. Was there anything in particular? Was there one particular one that you remember stood out in particular, or was it just the fact that there were so many of them?
I think it was because there were so many of them, and also I knew you, and obviously Nicola Wills from dancing, and I know she's very into Arbonne. She's amazing. She's insane at the business. But you know, she takes it all very seriously in terms of, you know, her testimonials, and she's got her mum on board as well with testimonials. So I think it was the people that I'd recognised, that I knew, that's what caught my eye. I mean, there were some other interesting ones about people with sort of different illnesses and things, how it helps sort of people with fibromyalgia, I think it was. That was quite interesting, because I know a couple of people that suffer with that, and I thought, oh, that's really interesting. And arthritis as well. I think somebody said something, so it was, you know, those little things, you know, the little success stories, and the fact that I recognize people as well, I think really helped, because I felt like a bit more of a connection there with just an image of somebody that I didn't know or didn't recognize.
There's probably people who've been watching you and just waiting to see your results as well and go, oh, let's see how Abbie gets on with it, because a lot of people don't like to be that first person to dive in. Some people are, but most people want to watch other people first. So you mentioned the business side of things as well, and you know, you have been interested in like the business side of it. One, I know it's because you get an amazing discount. We do have a preferred client scheme as well, so if you are just interested in the plan, you know, you've got the client side of things. But obviously, where you've had such great results from it, you know, what actually made you decide actually, you know, to even start a business with this?
So I want to spread the love, and I'm really excited. I think it's really important. I think and I was talking to my students actually today. I was not about Arbonne, but I was doing a fitness like scheme of work with them, and talking about sort of when you're younger, it's a lot easier to sort of eat unhealthily and potentially don't put the weight on, and then you get into those bad habits, and it's really difficult to get out of those bad habits when you're older, and also change those habits because you're so used to it. And I think that's why I like the 30 days, because it's, you know, although you have to cut a lot out, it is just for 30 days, and it does get you into those good habits for those 30 days. And both times I've done it, I've never wanted to just like stop and like eat everything that I shouldn't have eaten. You daren't like undo all the goodness that you've just done, and you sort of still craving the shakes and things like that. But I think it's that whole idea of changing the mindset and helping people to do that, and say, you know, if this fails or if that diet plan fails, it doesn't mean that you still can't, you know, lose the weight thereafter, or you know, not ever feel like you've got loads of energy again. And you know, the Arbonne is out there, and it can help, you know, so many people. So I think it's really important that, you know, people just have a little go at it. And I think that's another thing as well, you know, because there's a really good deal on, isn't there, at the moment, where you don't have to pay the sign-up fee to be a preferential customer, and you know, and also you've got that 45-day, you know, guarantee that if you don't feel it's working for you, you can, whatever product you've used or consumed, you know, you just give back whatever you've got left, and you'll get, you know, like a full refund back. So I think that, you know, it's almost like you've got nothing to lose, in a way. And so if you've got nothing to lose, then why not just go for it? And I think I think it's important for people to be healthy and fit and feel like they're in control as well, and help people feel confident.
And I think, you know, you've highlighted some really good stuff there as well. Like you say, you know, you're trying to share this and spread the love, because, you know, from what I've seen, I was never into diets at all. I was completely uneducated about it. I didn't feel at the time when I was at school there was a lot of education about healthy eating and foods and what have you. So the education I feel on this, and actually knowing a bit about some of the other plans out there as well, I do feel the education behind this as to why we're doing what we're doing. And you mentioned, like, you know, there's a lot we eliminate. But at the same time, it's encouraging people to eat more, in a way, more and more often.
Yeah.
Educating people, it's more about what you put in your body. It's not about the calories you count. It's not about the number on the scales. It's how you feel, but it's what you're literally fueling your body with. You talked about toxins as well earlier. You said about, you know, that you're doing it as a detox the second time around, not necessarily to lose weight, because you realize that you probably took in some of those toxins over the Christmas period. And it's getting people to understand that as well. And like you say, spreading the love, spreading the education. And that's actually a freebie, isn't it, as part of the plan, isn't it? You've got the, do you want to just mention a little bit about the sort of support group that comes with the plan? Because what I was talking about with the preferred client side of things, you know, the sign up fee, just so you know, the sign up fee normally is £10 for preferred client. What that actually gets you is your own login details on like your own Amazon account. Basically, you get your own login details, and your discount, your 20 to 40% discount, is already worked out, and you get that for a whole year. So that's just that. It's a one-off payment that is waived this month for the plan. And then if anyone wants to run this as a business and recommend it, like Abbie is doing as well, it's £30 and that's waived as well. But the payment that you actually make is purely just for the products. So what you get free with this is the support group. So Abbie, do you want to explain a little bit about the support group?
Yeah, so if you buy the full plan, then you get access to the Facebook support group, and that literally just guides you through it every step of the way. So you get an Arbonne independent consultant, or sort of hire somebody in Arbonne that's done the 30-day plan quite a few times, and they basically give you your shopping list for the 30 days. So every week they give you like the meal plans, which you can follow, you can dip in and out of, or rearrange the orders and stuff, and you know, they actually physically give you a shopping list for the week. And also while you're on there, people are really good and so supportive, you know, because everyone, you know, the second time I did the 30-day plan, I was on there, and then I found myself answering some of the questions that I'd asked like the first time round. So you can just go on to this group that you get invited to if you buy the full package, and you can ask any questions. You can see all the questions other people have been asking. Everyone like shares what shakes they've been making and smoothies. It's real sort of food porn. Everyone's uploading their meals and pictures of their food, and it all looks so yummy, and sharing recipes, even recipes that are outside of what the mentor has been leading you through. And there's, you know, people on there who are worried about this or that, and everyone's sort of jumps on it, pounces on it, and loads of people reply. So you get all these different responses, and it's just, yeah, really, really good support. And without the worry of that you've got to like have done something, or you've got to have lost this, or you're going to have to get weighed or something like that. It's there's no pressure at all. It's just so supportive, which is really nice.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the most creative person in the kitchen, so I like it completely laid out for me. However, like you say, you know, it's really versatile. People can pick and choose. Myself and my husband were both very active people, and I know my husband with a sporting background, you know, he would need to adjust it slightly, you know, because of the level of activity that he's doing as well. So it's really important to know that this is quite versatile. The strict part of it is that we're not taking in any of the toxins, and you'll learn all about that, what to avoid and what to, you know, fill your cupboards and kitchen and everything up with. So that side of it is actually free. That's like a free service that our team particularly, you know, offers as well. So Abbie, did you have any particular fears or hesitations before you looked into doing the plan, and even, you know, before you actually decided to share this as a business and share the 30-day plan, you know, through your own business as well?
So the whole shake thing, I was like, what is this protein? I'm not sure about this. I thought I'm just going to end up being hungry like I was when I did the 5-2 diet. But it's actually, you can make the shakes to suit you and your taste buds. So you can add any, you know, as long as it's, you know, in the list of things that you're allowed to eat, you can, you know, I was making like these amazing you know, almond flavored, cherry flavored shakes that, you know, are gorgeous. And, you know, when I had time in the morning, I could blitz it all up in the blender. And then, yeah, I was worried about fitting it into my time, you know, into the time I had. Sort of, will I be able to have time to prepare the food? Will I have time to make the shakes? But sort of, if I didn't feel I had time to make a shake, I'd just chuck the chocolate protein powder in with a bit of oat milk, and a bit of cacao powder, and then I'd go. You know, it's so easy, and I could drink it in the car as well. So I actually, you know, gained a good habit of actually eating breakfast in the morning. And I sort of, when I come off the plan, I then go on to porridge with berries and things like that, and I make time for it. So yeah, it makes you eat, I think. I think
So
the plan makes you eat.
the thing that you were afraid of, actually, it was the complete reverse. And
No,
lots of time, we don't know these things, do we, until we try. And you've already mentioned, you know, if someone did sign up to become a preferred client with you to do this program, and, you know, you can obviously help coach them through alongside, obviously, the group that they would have access to. But like you say, you know, there's actually a 45-day money-back guarantee with that, which is amazing. I always have the story. I bought my husband a present from a shop. It was a cap. I found it cheaper and actually in the colour he wanted online, which was, you know, better. So I went to take the cap back to the shop, and they wouldn't give me a refund. That they would only give me a store credit. So I still had to spend that money in the shop. They still had taken that money. Yeah, it was a cap. It wasn't something consumable. I hadn't licked it, half eaten it, and spat it back out again, you know. Whereas with these products, they're consumable products, but we are so customer service orientated that we want to make sure we're getting the best thing for you guys, you know, that we do have that. So if any of our products, it's the same thing. So in our skincare, makeup, exactly the same thing. You can send it back, get a full refund within 45 days. So I've kind of got one last question for you, Abbie. But before we finish up on that, I just want to reiterate the offer that's actually on. So if anyone is interested in what Abbie has done, she's done it at least twice through. She's been living an 80-20 lifestyle as well. And obviously, you know, she's taken herself through Christmas and she's still here. And she's still looking fabulous and feeling fabulous. If anyone is interested in it, Abbie will let you know how you can get in touch with her. The offer that's on at the moment is that there is, as a new client anyway, standard, with the 30 Days Healthy Living, you get a free product. There's a list of free products. Some of them are nutrition, some of them skincare, some of them makeup. You get to choose a full size products. Some of these products are worth like well over 50 quid. Some of these free products as well. You would get that free. You'd also get free shipping, and you wouldn't have to pay, as we mentioned earlier, the little sign up fee to get that discount account for a year. So either £10 for a preferred client or £30 for a consultant. And there's one more offer that's just been launched for tomorrow only. You'll get a second free product, and it's our collagen booster, our collagen elixir. And it is amazing. It's another drink. You can actually add that into your shakes as well, along with the fizz sticks and the protein, everything. You can whack that of it. And the idea is actually looking after your skin from inside. Now, all our products are botanically based as well. There are no nasties in them. We actually have one of the highest ban lists in the world in any company. We ban over 2,000 ingredients, and not necessarily because any of them are harmful. It's just to do with sourcing them as well. So that's, you know, something that's not sourced easily, you know, it's not replenishable. We ban those ingredients as well. So just so you know that everything you're ingesting is vegan certified. We have the PETA stamp on it as well, the kosher. Everything that we have is clean, pure, safe and beneficial. It's for your mind, body and soul, literally, to get out. So the offer of the extra free product and the free sign up is only available until tomorrow, but you would still always get your 40% discount. You still get at least one free product and free shipping as well. But yeah, if you want the extra, basically we worked out that some of the offers available, depending on, you know, whether you became a preferred client or even a consultant to actually, you know, share this with even more people, you could be making a saving of around about 350 odd quid, because the amount the products would cost retail price with the 2 free products as well, with the shipping, with the sign up fee, that would actually cost you £540. You're not paying that. Don't worry, you're not paying that at all. You're paying literally a fraction of that price. It's incredible. So last question to you to wrap up, Abbie, is basically, you know, what would you say to someone who's literally considering this, who's kind of going, oh, she's mentioned bloating, she's mentioned headache, she's mentioned fibromyalgia, weight loss, or I want to do it, but, you know, I'm a bit worried about spending the money. You know, what would you say to somebody who is kind of a bit on the fence about it, who's not sure?
I would say if you added up any, you know, snacks, any coffees, any takeaways that you got and you spent, and any of those things that you would, extra things you'd throw in your trolley over the, you know, over the month, if you added all that up, and then, you know, really sort of compared that to the cost of all of the clean, healthy, pure stuff that you're going to put into your body with the Arbonne 30 days, you know, there's no comparison really. I wish I had done it before. I really wish I had. And I can't believe like the journey I've made sort of since turning 40 last March, and deciding that I needed to do something about it. It still took me until the September to actually jump in and go and do it. But I'd say, yeah, you know, what is there to lose? There's nothing. You'll get all your money back. You'd get a little go at trialing it out, you know, if you didn't, but you know, it's once you started, you won't turn back.
It's addicted to
yeah,
it, addicted to healthy living, and that's what we want.
yeah.
People
Well,
addicted to healthy living,
energy,
and not,
isn't it?
you know, fast food and
buzz.
junk.
Yeah.
So how can they get how easy it's for people to get hands on it from you? Like what do they do?
So you can just message me, or just drop me a little smiley face or something at the bottom of after watching this, and I'll sort of direct message you and give you my website details for Arbonne, and you can just log in to my Arbonne side of the website and sign up, and then you can just
it's all online. It's exactly. Abbie doesn't actually have to ship this out. She doesn't go posting it to people like little postman Pat van, you know, delivering stuff. You know, it is literally like, you know, being like on Amazon, isn't it? And we just help people with their first order. We make sure we get everything in your basket that you need from this plan, because there's some choices. You get choices of flavors. But it goes directly to them, doesn't it? And you benefit from that recommendation because you've done it and you've shared your journey, and they can do exactly the same thing, you know, as you're doing, and obviously recommend it and benefit from that financially as well. But at the same time, you know, get the health, or you could just do it purely for your own health, which, to be honest, is like the most just invaluable thing ever. You know, your health is your wealth, basically, isn't it? You know, what are we without our health? And especially as both of us got kids to run around after as well. So yeah, Abbie, you've been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your story. You've been an absolutely amazing ambassador for the 30 Days Healthy Living. You've had great results. You've been sharing all about it, and I honestly recommend, you know, guys, get in touch with Abbie, because she has, like she said, she's been able to help other people now, and she's in a really good position, because the best way to, you know, to do anything or to pass on information is to do it yourself first. And Abbie has done it. She's done it, given it, you know, 2 goes very recently, very close together. She's got loads of knowledge, more than she even knows, and, you know, and she's able to help you guys out. So yeah, get in touch with Abbie. Absolutely. Let's get everyone in their beach bodies. Let's get a beach body ready before the summer hits. Let's get, because summer's early these days, you know, we get summer by May now. That gives you March.
It's going to get
March and
blown
April.
in early.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, March and April we've got to get these beach bodies sorted. I'm definitely not having a beach body. I'm having a baby, but my beach body would be more like June, July. That's my goal. Thank you so much, Abbie.
Thank you for helping me.
Yeah, no worries at all. Hopefully we will speak to all these wonderful people watching very, very soon.
Yeah.
Bye everyone.
Brilliant. Thank you. Bye.